Hello and welcome to Live Your Light Guidance by Valerie Elizabeth. So today we are talking about the Seven of Swords. When this card comes up, oftentimes we get a little scared. We're like, oh no, who's lying? Who's deceiving? Who is not being honest? Who is trying to take from me? Those are some of the keywords in the Seven of Swords. So when you see this card and you see this guy, he's kind of like taking those swords and kind of walking away with them like he doesn't even feel bad about it. When this card comes up, there's a few messages that I like to think about. The first one is this me in the card? Am I taking from somebody? Is there somebody that I'm maybe not being honest with and I feel like, I can probably get my way with them? Let's face it, we've all kind of been there. We've all kind of done it, right? So, am I taking from anybody? Am I kind of like being a little bit dishonest with this person and possibly even myself to come out victorious in a situation? If I'm being dishonest to get my way, what this card is saying is that it is going to backfire, okay? This is a low vibrational card, which means that this will backfire. So the good news with that is that if you are on the opposite end of the card, then you will definitely find out. This person might get away with it for a little bit, but it's going to backfire, whether it comes through karma, whether it comes through you exposing them. Regardless of the way, it will be justified at some point, okay? So another thing when I think about this card is somebody taking your ideas and making it seem as if it's their own. So if you have a business partner, if you have a coworker and your boss is saying, hey, I really need you guys to get together and figure out this situation. See if you guys can come up with like a creative way to solve this or fix this. And you and your friend or your coworker or, your business partner, whoever it is, are sitting there and you guys are exchanging ideas and you come up with this brilliant idea, this amazing creation. When it comes time to pitch this to your boss, your friend may pretend as if it was their idea, if they were the mastermind behind this idea. A lot of times if you're a small business owner and there is competition, this is probably suggesting that you should keep some of your creative ideas to yourself. It depends on the kind of field that you work in. I believe in the kind of line of work that I do that it doesn't need to be that way, that we all learn and grow from one another. But this isn't always the case with some people. Say you sell essential oils, or say you sell something that a lot of people do, but you have this idea to make it unique and make it your own. You may not want to share that idea with everybody, or what the ingredients that you put into this recipe is if you're a cook. Because then this other high-end restaurant is going to steal your recipe and, then everybody goes over there. So I feel like this is basically the energy of somebody being dishonest to somebody else, not really feeling bad about it at all, and just kind of doing this to see what they could get away with, okay, to see how far they could go with this. So what I want you guys to be careful with is because of astrology and where it is right now. Okay, so this is Capricorn season, as most of you may know. Another thing is that where the planets are aligned right now with Saturn and Pluto and the Aries moon that just passed and all of that, there's a lot of changes that are happening right now. There's a lot of tests that are going on right now. And the reason is because we have this box that we have just put together. 2019, it's a new year. I'm not going to put up with this. I'm not going to put up with that. Well, guess what the energy of astrology is right now? It so happens to be a test of structures, a test of boundaries, a test of foundations. So The reason this is a test is because it's supposed to bring awareness to maybe some of the things that you didn't consider when you were setting that structure, that foundation, or that boundary. Maybe you overlooked this. So there may be a sneaky person, a dishonest person, somebody who may be trying to get over on you or push and test your boundaries to see just how strong they are. This person is appearing in your life as a test. So you can see, you know what, my new foundation and my boundaries, they are strong. Good attempt, but no thanks, boo. So these tests are going to reveal truth also, so that way we can remove some of the things that are not needed within our life at this time, because where we're going within our life is just not needed anymore. It's just not necessary to have it anymore. So we are being tested. There are lessons that are coming through dishonest people, or some people that you probably see as not a threat, but in some way they see you as one, and so they are putting on the smile and the fake frown, but it's not genuine. It's not real. They definitely do want to have something that you have, whether it be an idea or a way of doing something, since this is a swords suit. So let's see here. What are a couple of things that we might know? Let me just look at the card and see if anything comes to mind. This is a test to not allow others to take advantage of you. To make sure that you call out bullshit. Another thing is that with the astrology right now, there may be some exes coming back into your life, because Mercury and Neptune are also placed somewhere where creative ideas are really flowing right now. Ways to kind of like get your way. Those creative ideas are flowing right now with where Neptune is placed. And where Mercury is placed, it really helps with communication. So pretty slick and smooth with your words. It's just kind of like, they woke up today like, I know exactly what I need to say to get back in that door. But you're also being tested on your boundaries, right? This is not to paranoid anybody. It's just a test. And you've been through this before. This feels very much like I've been through this many a times. And I really believe that this time my structure and my boundaries are good. Now, because this person is going to have this smile on their face, you may not even, you may just fall for it. Okay, so just be careful about that. Today is pretty much what I want to say. And even tomorrow isn't just today. It kind of like goes into the next few days or so. Any brilliant ideas, just kind of like keep it on the low. Maybe pitch it to your boss on your own if you feel like your coworker is the type to be sneaky and take all the credit, and you really need that raise, or you really need that promotion. Another thing is to ask yourself if you are the person in the card, and be honest with yourself, and don't say something just because it sounds good. Don't say something just because it sounds good, and be aware that somebody may be telling you something because it sounds good. So be careful, and with what you're hearing, and follow through with the vibration of it, because what I did get from my higher self is that this is a low vibration. Okay, this is a low vibration. So the end result of this situation will be low vibration. So if you believe it, it's going to probably turn out not so good. If you are quick to pitch something to your boss that was somebody else's idea and you're taking credit, it's probably going to not turn out so good in your favor. If you are testing those boundaries, but then you're going back to your ex, it may not turn out so good for you. You might just bring in a lot of crap that you could have avoided letting in. I'm not saying this situation is going to go for everybody, but I feel like where astrology is, and with this card, this is a big caution and a big warning that there are some tests that a lot of us beautiful souls will be going through. And this is a time to be honest with yourself and see, where are you being mischievous with your intentions? Who may you not be being honest with? And use caution, because it may not turn out in your favor. And also, maybe this is an opportunity to speak your truth. If your partner's asking you questions, they want to have that deep conversation with you because of where Mercury is, and you are just telling them what they want to hear because it sounds good. This is probably going to backfire on you. So use this opportunity of good communication to be honest, because whoever is being dishonest, this card is saying that it's not going to turn out so good. It might look like it will for a while, and sometimes things don't surface for 3 months, 6 months, a week. You know, it's going to be different for everybody's situation, but I feel like this is definitely a big red flag. Love and light. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please comment below. If you have not subscribed to my page, be sure to click that subscribe button. Mwah. Love and light.